About 4 years ago now.
4 years ago?
Yeah.
And how long did you take to get a diagnosis?
A while. They didn't know what it was. Apparently I'm the first person to have sclerodermia in over like 13 years.
In Gibraltar? So you're the only one. And you're how old, April?
27.
Scleroderma is a rare chronic autoimmune disease characterized by the overproduction of collagen, leading to the hardening and thickening of the skin, and in some cases, internal organs. It is a rare disease, and while the exact cause is unknown, there is also currently no cure. So management focuses on relieving symptoms and preventing complications.
Wrongly or rightly, we have made it that appearances matter. First impressions matter. And in a day and age where Instagram is setting the standards, how hard is it for a young adult to be not self-conscious about her looks? So today we meet April, and she has a very rare disease. And as you will see by her photographs, it shows you just how this rare disease is attacking her body. Let's go and talk to April. April, you are a woman of many likes, one of them being that you love to run. You do that, you're into your fitness and all the rest of it. And we're here at Book Gem because it's a place that's very close to home to you. You're a big, big book fan and you read a lot. Your life was very normal in that respect, up until one day when everything changed.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what changed and how.
So just a normal day, going to my partner's house. As I was walking, I could notice as I was walking, my legs started feeling a bit weird. And I was like, ooh, that's a bit strange. But I didn't really think much of it. So I carried on walking, and then I just lost feeling to my toes. I couldn't feel it. And I was like, okay, that's not normal. There's something strange going on there. And then I let it slide. I was like, okay, maybe I've hurt myself while I was running. Maybe without realizing I had overdone it. So I didn't think much of it. And then a few days later, I was like, I'm actually in a lot of pain. So I went to the hospital and I was like, something wrong with my leg. I can't feel my toes. And I'd noticed that I can't bend them. And I was like, I could bend them last week. Not that I look at them all the time, but like, you'd know, right? And I was like, okay, there's something strange. But obviously, didn't know what was happening, so a few tests got done. I went to a GP. They were like, okay, this is really weird. Like, let's have a few more tests. And then obviously after getting a few tests done, I went privately to a private doctor in the college clinic, and he had diagnosed me with sclerodermia. And obviously I didn't know what that was. I was a bit taken back by it. I was like, ooh, what is this? Then he told me it's an autoimmune disease that eventually like gets your leg and kills your muscles. And that's why I couldn't feel my toes.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind at that moment?
Well, a lot was going on because I was like, I was healthy. There was nothing wrong with me. And then one day I just got this really rare disease that I have no idea how.
So it started with your toes and you couldn't feel them.
Yeah.
What happens with sclerodermia? Because you have now got scar tissue growing over your foot on the outside.
Yeah, so it's like a bruising. It looks like I've had a really bad fall.
Right.
Yeah.
So is the whole area scarred now? Or? So is it something that's growing?
Yeah. At the moment, the doctor said it's stable, but obviously it's like one day from another. It could be stable today, the next day. It could be really aggressive, so it just depends on the day.
Where are you now, though? Because how long ago was that when it first happened?
About 4 years ago now.
4 years ago?
Yeah.
And how long did you take to get a diagnosis?
A while.
Toings and froings?
Yeah. They didn't know what it was. apparently I'm the first person to have scleroderma in over like 13 years.
In Gibraltar? So you're the only one. And you're how old, April?
27.
You're 27, so 4 years ago, still very, very young
Yeah.
adult, we'd call you, really.
Yeah.
A lot going on in your life. So when you get a diagnosis like that and a prognosis like that, because it gets progressively worse, what's going through your mind as a young person? Because, for example, there's some major life changes you're going to be having to adapt to, like
Yeah.
the fact that you love to run, you love to
Yeah.
de-stress and run. How did life change for you?
It changed a lot because obviously when I was stressed after a busy day at work, I'd go out, I'd have a run. When I was just wanted to get some fresh air, I'd go for a run. And I realised if I went for a run, I'd be in pain afterwards. So it was more like, do I want to risk going for a run and feeling the pain? So it's changed a lot. Like I can't really go running, so I'd prefer to go treadmill instead. Yeah.
So this is something that you do often. What does it look like for viewers to be able to imagine it? Because your toes you couldn't feel. Do you have the feeling back again?
No.
You have no feeling in your toes at all?
No. In my big toe, I can't feel it.
Right, so does that affect your walking?
It depends, like on the pavement and stuff. Sometimes it does, sometimes I can walk and it's like I don't have a rare disease. The weather sometimes, if it's like a really strong Levante, then that affects my leg.
That hurts.
Yeah, or maybe when I just first wake up and I want to put my feet on the floor, it's like, oh, wait, I can't stand up straight away. I need to sit down for a little bit.
Right. And how does that look when you're looking at your leg? Is it swelling up? Is there any marks?
It obviously, like, I'm all the time like trying to make appearance. I like wearing my dresses. I like dressing up and just looking good. Just I don't like wearing dresses 'cause-
Anymore?
Yeah, I don't like it. It just looks bruised, and obviously my toe looks like I had surgery, which I have had surgery, but it's on the side.
Right.
So where the line is, where the actual scleroderma is growing, it's just a white. So it's
Okay.
like, it looks like a little river,
Right.
but it's white, and that's looks like I've had surgery. So it comes up to my knee,
Okay.
and it's just all bruised patches.
And the surgery, what was that for?
The
Exactly.
surgery was because my toe was overlapping.
Right, because that's the other thing that it does, no?
Yeah.
It crunches them all together.
Yeah. So as it damages, your toes go closer together.
So this is a very visual thing.
Yeah.
Young woman in Gibraltar, you fought it to a degree. You actually succumbed and went into Miss Jib.
Yeah,
Was
I
your
did.
was your toe like that then? Was
Yeah.
your foot like that?
I
then?
had surgery before.
How did you manage that?
I am a very competitive person. I don't like letting things stop me. If I have a dream, if I have a goal, I like to achieve it. I won't let this disease stop me. It's taken me back a few steps than what I would like it to, but if I have a set goal in mind, I will do it, even if I'm in pain. I literally had surgery, if I'm not mistaken, February, and January, and the show was on March. So it's like,
So how did you manage all the rehearsals, wearing heels?
I couldn't wear heels until the very last part.
Right.
Yeah.
So you were going to go through no pain, no gain kind of thing.
Yeah.
And do that the last part when you came out.
I still went on though.
You still did it.
I still did it. I was in pain, but I still did it.
Boost your confidence?
It did.
It did.
And it's an experience I wouldn't change.
Yeah. So being a young person in this world that we live in, you're obviously very self-conscious. I just mentioned Gibraltar and its weather. I mean, we have very, very long summers where we don't wear a lot of clothes, and especially on the beach. What is your day-to-day like that over the summer? I mean, how self-conscious, how does it affect you?
Obviously, I'm very self-conscious of them. I know they're there. I can see them. It also depends on the weather. If the sun shines on it, it just looks a bit patchy. And obviously, from not having anything, from not having any scars, the odd scar when you fall and stuff, but that's normal, to my whole left leg just being scarred and bruises, I was very self-conscious. very self-conscious. I wouldn't go to the beach as often as I'd like. I'm a beach person. I really like the beach. But I was always self-conscious of what if someone's looking at me? What if someone's staring? Like, they make a comment. Or they got a question if I've had a really bad fall. So it was hard, but end of the day, it's a part of me.
Did you find that people would comment and ask you? Has it happened to you that before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd had the rare occasion of, are you okay? Looks like you've had a bad fall. And then look at them and be like, no, it's just a rare disease.
I said this the first time I met you. You're all smiles, but then by the end of our conversation, I said, April, that's a front. That is, and I hardly know you, but I can tell that you do wear this mask of very, very positive and upbeat and always smiling and giggling.
Yeah.
But that's not what's going on inside, is it?
No. Like, obviously, I have my days that I struggle and I get up and I'm like, oof, why do I have this? I do question it a lot. And the main question I always question is, how did I get this and why? But I think it's happened for a reason, and it's made me stronger, to be honest. I do have my everydays that I'm like, I can't walk today, like I'm really, really struggling. But those are the days that, like, I have to get up.
Yeah, it shouldn't be something a young person should go through, really, is it?
I don't recommend it to anyone, no.
How much do you know about this disease? Because progressively it gets worse and it does affect the internal organs. It can even be, I mean, you had some very kind of shocking news about how it could affect your internal organs. It can even be lethal to a degree.
Yeah, but right now I just have the one that affects my skin. So I'm hoping it stays that way because unfortunately this has no cure. It's something that I have to live with for the rest of my life. Do I have doubts? Do I question it? And does it bring me down? Yes, it does. But it's not really much I can do. Just carry on forward, I guess.
When you're in a relationship, how does it affect you within the relationship?
To be honest, it hasn't. He's been really supportive. He's seen me when I've had my bad days. He's seen me when I can't get up. He's helped me. Like, he's always been very supportive in that sense. So I'm very, very grateful that I can actually say, like, it hasn't affected my relationship.
And your family?
Yeah, they're very supportive as well. Yeah. I have friends who support me and are always there to listen to me and stuff. Like, I'm very, very grateful for everyone, to be honest.
There are always moments in people's lives when they are in a dark, dark place, and you have that moment of saying, why me?
Yeah,
why me? ¿Por qué me tocó a mí?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me about that headspace.
Obviously, it's very hard. Like I said, I was healthy. I had nothing wrong with me. I just had asthma. And even then, it wasn't, like, affecting my life. I'd still go for runs and still be fine. And it has dramatically changed my life completely. And am I going to say, I don't have the why me moments? Because it's not true. I do. I'm only human after all. Like, I do struggle. And when I do have the why me moments, I do get in a very dark place. But I do have people around me that support me and help me and tell me, like, this is why, you can carry on. This is your dreams and these are your goals. So
where are you going moving forward? Have they approached you in such a way where they are educating you into what to expect, how it might spread or get worse or not, how to manage it? How are you dealing with all of that?
So obviously my doctor comes from the UK. He comes whenever, like, I have an appointment, he comes over and stuff. It's a very, very rare disease. There's not many people that I can talk to about it because the only things they know is what Google gives them. Right. It's a very difficult conversation to have as well because not many people can tell me, do this, do that. For example, my diet has changed dramatically. Like, there's a lot of things I can't eat. And it's a weird one because obviously it affects my immune system. So it's like my immune system is fighting me and it's killing me in the sense of, like, it's killing my muscles. So it's like I have to boost up my immune system, but not to a certain extent that it actually harm me.
Right.
So it's very weird. It's a difficult one, to be honest.
It's a difficult one. And appearance-wise, what, you use creams, or is there anything that helps?
So I've been given like a special cream that I have to like rub it on my legs. I also take medication that I have to take daily. At the moment, I'm currently not taking anything as they want to see where it is and how it stands and how aggressive it is. So until I don't go back to my next appointment, I don't know to what extent. Last time I went, it was stable, so it wasn't too bad. Obviously, within the 4 years, it has grown.
It has grown.
Yeah. It was just my toes, and now, like I said, it's my whole leg.
It's your whole leg now.
Yeah.
And you say you suffer a lot from your hips, no?
Yeah.
On there and internally?
It's weird because I get bloated very quickly. So if I eat something that doesn't agree with my sclerodermia, it affects my stomach.
Right.
And I get very bloated.
Okay.
It could affect my hip because obviously I am using all my weight on my right leg. So on my left leg, it's a bit...
You're compensating. We can't take for granted that you're in your 20s, that your social life should be very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Travel, a great summer, barbecues, parties. It's not something that you do anymore to a large degree, is it? I mean, what with your food intolerances and all the rest of it?
Like, there's a lot of things I shouldn't eat, but do I eat them? I do. I probably suffer the consequences afterwards, but I do like to enjoy my life as much as I can. I used to be all up for hikes. I used to love a good hike. I used to love a good run. Now, I go on a hike, what would take me an hour could take me 2 hours. So, yeah.
So life has changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving forward, where does April see herself in 10 years' time?
I'd like to see myself doing my nursing degree. Obviously, it would all depend with my leg and stuff, but my aim is to become a fully qualified nurse.
Right.
And that's my aim. That's my like end goal. But I can't really say, like, I can't actually...
Children?
Yeah. I would like to have kids, just at the moment. With my sclerodermia and stuff, they don't know what's going to happen, if I can or can't have. So, yeah.
So that does affect you then?
Yeah.
Your reproductive system can be or will be affected, and that's something they've got to look at.
It's because my medication, like once I get start my medication, it's such strong medication that it could damage, but it's like a hit or miss.
So basically, April, you don't know what the future holds.
Yeah.
And you cannot imagine it. And you said to me before we started, suggesting I can have an okay day.
Yeah.
And I'll go to bed expecting another okay day, and then I wake up and it's just completely different.
Yeah.
It's pain, it's...
Yeah. I like to take it day by day. I don't want to say next week, let's do this, let's go out for a hike, because I don't know how I'm going to wake up. And I don't want to make promises that I can't keep. So I just like to take it day by day. If I wake up good that day, I'm like, yep, let's go do something. You know, let's go for a hike, let's go for a walk, let's go for a cup of tea. I'm all for it. But if I wake up and I'm in pain, then it just depends. Maybe...
It's hard with your job, no? Because nursing is hours and hours on your feet, it's rushing around.
I do love my job, though. I wouldn't change it for anything.
Yeah.
I do love my job. It makes me happy. I like helping people. I like where I work. I'm very grateful for it. Do I go home sometimes when I'm in pain? Yes. Yes, I do. But at the end of the day, I look back and I'm like, I've been able to help someone, put a smile on someone's face, and I'm eternally grateful for that.
You're such a lovely girl.
Thank you.
Always thinking of others and not yourself. See, I'm going to cry now.
I'm trying not to.
You're trying not to. The other thing that struck me is that you felt very, very alone in your life, in your journey, in what's to come. Tell me a bit about
As
what
much
that
as
loneliness feels like to you and how you want to change it.
yeah, I can sit down, have a conversation with you, have a conversation with my parents, my partner, my friends. It's all good. Like they'll sit there, they'll listen to me, but it's like, how can you explain to someone that doesn't have the sclerodermia? I feel in pain. I can feel my body changing. Is something wrong? Like, it's really hard to explain that to someone. And I'm very grateful they're there 100%. Like my sisters, my mom, my dad, like my partner, like my brothers, like they're there. My friends, if I tell them I need to talk, I need to just vent, I know they'll be there. But to a certain extent, it's like, okay, I've spoken to you and I do feel better. But it's hard to get someone to fully understand when they don't have sclerodermia. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, it makes sense. It does have all of these neurological diseases or autoimmune diseases have a lot in common with others. So would an idea be that in Gibraltar we get together all of these very odd and rare diseases?
I do want to spread awareness because, for example, I didn't know I had sclerodermia. I didn't know what was happening to me until I found out. And then I was like, whoa, okay, I have this rare disease. Like, is there a support group? Is there someone I can speak to? So I just want to make sure, like, if there's someone struggling out there and they don't know what it is and stuff, like, I've been through that.
Yeah.
And if they need someone to speak to, like, I'm more than happy to sit with them and have a coffee and just listen to them because I know what it feels like having something and not being able to speak to someone because they don't know what's happening or there's not many people that are aware of the disease. I only ever met one person who has sclerodermia and I'm grateful because I've been able to like speak to her about it and stuff. But I just want to make sure if there's someone out there like who are struggling and stuff.
Who did you speak to? What, locally or online? A lot of people reach out online.
So I came to someone, like I was working one day and someone that works with me, she lives in Spain. She has it in her fingers. So I was like, oh wow, like I can actually speak to you about it, you know? And she helped me. She showed me a really good doctor and I was able to like go over, speak to him and stuff. And he confirmed that I did have sclerodermia. So total, I've gone to about 4 doctors and they've all confirmed that I have sclerodermia because I thought, nah, I don't have this. Like, it's a misdiagnosis. Like, I don't have this. 4 doctors later, I do.
And you're still smiling. You're quite incredible in that respect. I know it's a mask, April. So in an ideal world, let's get all these people together because you're absolutely right. It's finding people who have the same or something similar.
Yeah.
And in sharing those stories, you find that support because for however supportive your family and your partner is, it is true that they will never be in your skin. So they don't know the pain, the discomfort or the visual impact it has on you on a day-to-day basis. So you actually approached UBC.
Yeah.
You wanted us to raise awareness for you.
Yeah.
And that's why I called you.
Yeah.
And you want to move forward with something like this. Any ideas how you're going to do that?
You know, I think like a little support group, we can make a support group, just get people, meet up, book jam, have a coffee, you know. Doesn't even have to be talking about what it is they have. If they don't want to talk about it, it's fine. Like I'll just sit there and talk about books, talk about anything. As long as it makes them feel better and they know they're not alone because in a world where it can be really cruel, it's nice to have someone to just be able to listen to. And if I could be that person to someone, I'd like to.